What's up guys, Jace, and I'm with Red Marketing, and today we are going to talk about some dental marketing things that I'm running into. I'm in a bit of a unique situation. I not only own a marketing firm, we've been marketing for years, but also I own dental practices, which leads me to creating these videos because by owning practices, I'm starting to understand a lot more of the problems that dental practices are facing and what we're doing to fix them. So let's talk about growing your practice. Very first thing, so when I first bought my dental practices, started buying into them, number one thing we needed was patience, okay? You have to have butts in seats. That will solve almost all problems. So when you have clients coming in the door that are giving you their credit card, that are paying, that means you can grow. That means you can pay your bills. And so a lot of dentists, and this can be doctors too, a lot of dentists go out there and they will go into huge amounts of debt to be able to run their practice. And I noticed some of them are going 18 months before they are cash flow positive. So they're getting, not only do they have debt for school, but they're going out there and they're getting debt for the buying of a practice or growing of a practice, or they go out and they're an associate. There's a lot of different things they're doing, okay? So number one thing you have to do is you have to have the ability to get patients in the door. So let me tell you what I do to get patients in the door. I'll tell you kind of the cost. But number one thing, first thing we did was we went out there and we set up our website, and I'm just going to call this the online presence. Okay? It's really important that you have a good online presence. The number one thing is the website, and then I will add in here Google My Business. You need to do this. How long does it take to get that up? You plan on 30 to 60 days from scratch to get a good website up and indexed. Okay, indexed means Google, now it's put into search engines, you're showing up. Okay, now once you have these things, the next thing we did is we need to drive traffic. Facebook ads is almost an instant lead. I can go out there and turn on Facebook ads and I can have leads coming in tomorrow, and then all it comes down to is follow-up, but there's also something we're going to discuss called no-show. Okay, but let's go back to here. So once I had my online presence, Facebook ads, Instagram. So while I'm waiting for my SEO to kick in and for me to start showing up in search engines, I'm driving traffic instantly. Google Ads. If somebody goes online and they type in dentist, they type in wisdom teeth, you need to show up. Now, these are expensive. That's the thing. They cost a lot of money, and you can lose a lot here. I noticed right when I set up my ads, within 2 days, I'm like, holy cow, I am blowing a lot of money on keywords that are not working and that Google will throw in. So Google, their whole job is to make money. So a lot of times they're going to spend your money as quickly as you give it to them. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you know what you're doing when it comes to Google Ads. A lot of you dental practices, I'd say 95% of you are losing money when it comes to Google Ads because you just aren't doing it the right way. Then on top of that, we went out there and we did local stuff like sponsored schools. We did like guerrilla marketing techniques, like going into all the offices for referrals, things like that. So that was kind of number two. Now this, we are probably 4 months in, we have 2 practices open, and our number one source of leads is Facebook. I am right now an average of $10 per booking request, okay, which is really, really good. And we, like yesterday, we had 23 consults in one day. Those 23 consults turned out to be 6 scheduled. Now, which leads me to my next point, okay? Oh, I want to put on here too, TikTok. TikTok's a big deal. I'm not seeing any dentists on TikTok. I'm seeing a couple backies, but reality is nobody is using this, and you should be, especially if you're a standard general dentist, if you're an orthodontist, if you're somebody who does Invisalign, those types of things, you should be doing TikTok ads. Which brings me to my next point, no-shows. So even if you do all of this perfect, now time frame, this is 2 months. To have it really, really good to where it's starting to crank like a machine. So if you do all of this perfect, this is the problem we run into. And I'm switching colors because it's a problem. No-shows. No-shows is a waste. Like yesterday, we had 23 consults. 23 people coming in that said, hey, we want to come in for an actual consult. And we ended up having 9 to 10 show. Why is that? We are just starting to figure it out. So what we've put into place is checks. So let me tell you what we're doing. First step is we're doing a phone call. We're doing almost a mini consult with anyone who's going to book an appointment. So we're doing a call, and then also we are changing this for a small fee that will go to their procedure. This is a wisdom teeth procedure, okay? So we're doing first a call, then what we're doing is saying, hey, you're a good candidate. We're gonna send you for your free, we're gonna do x-ray, So we do the call, and then we send them in for their x-ray, and we do charge for that. That will go towards their procedure. Then after the x-ray is done, we kind of do their final consult, and then we book for surgery day, okay? That is how it works. This is working way better. Now, let me explain a little bit about the why we do it in this system. So people change no faster than they make and keep commitments. So when somebody takes a small step to doing business with you, they're much more likely to take the next step. So what you want to do is get this phone call set up. And a lot of times doctors or dentists or anyone, they're trying to skip this stuff. They're like, I don't have time, I don't want to deal with it. I feel like somebody else should be doing that. No, you don't want to skip it, because once they make a commitment to speak to you, that is one commitment. Like I said, people change no faster than they make and keep commitments. So they're much more likely to get the x-ray. Once they put $25 down for the x-ray that goes to their procedure, the likelihood of them moving into the final consult to where they're going to book is huge. And then once they've committed to that, you know you're going to close them. 90 to 100% close rate. So yesterday we had 8 show, 6 booked for their appointments, and then these other 2 are basically, they just had to go back, get some stuff done. But we have 6 scheduled for their appointment out of the 8, okay? So what the problem was the no-shows, which now we've implemented this stuff. And that's it. So this is a whole strategy. You need to be doing it as a dentist, especially as a new dentist, as an orthodontist. If you're in the dental practice, any type of dental practice, this system works. You build your online presence. Step number 1, you start to document. Then you start running traffic. Once you have your traffic coming, then you have to deal over here. Now this can be automated, which will be in my next video, but I hope this helps. And I'm going to be posting this stuff. Once again, I'm Jace, I'm with Red, and I own dental practices. So if you guys need help, reach out.